Page 10, the Chasse. This is etude number 9 out of the book. 6/8 time, no sharps or flats. I don't think the rhythm is really the problem. The problem is going to be really this thing in the right hand is a challenge, and then we have some legato challenges in the left hand to deal with. So the first line, just the C chord, just however you figure, the fingering of the book is fine. But it's the second line. Look at this right hand. This thing, 5, 2, 1, 5. Let's look at this carefully. There's a few motions involved here. First one is coming from here to here. Now don't try and reach it. Even with big hands, don't stress out that much. Just come down. Just practice that move. You're just going back. It doesn't hurt to practice the move going back up. You don't need it in this etude, but you might need it in pieces where you gotta come here. And then the 2 G's is 2, 1. Well, again, it's just using different fingers on repeated notes. And then the other move is going back up to the octave, which shouldn't be a problem. Just play them all staccato. The natural accent falls on the top note. Now teachers will tell you, well, you can practice this with all alternate rhythms to help you. I never bothered with any of that, but if you want to do it, just go here, just quick. Or this way, do. Or this. Or. You can practice it with the short notes, at different patterns in the hands. I just do this, go slowly with the metronome, and over time you gradually speed it up. You want to get to where you can actually kind of do it without even thinking about it. It just happens. And that's really about all that's going on in the right hand. I mean, there's melodies and things going on. Let's take a look at measure 13. Now, hopefully I've numbered my measures correctly. It helps you measure your numbers because I can refer to measure numbers. I can't necessarily go third line down, third measure over or something, because if your edition is different than mine, the printing could be different. So the lines will be different. So measure 13 should be the same in whatever edition you're using. It's where the double bars are. Here you get melody, and watch this fingering. It's 1, 2, and then here. You want this to sort of be legato, but it's an agitated feeling, so it's a. Now your edition may have different fingering. Sometimes the fingering is part of the etude, and if the composer puts it in, that's the fingering they want. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes on these etudes, the composer didn't put in any fingering on some of the stuff. Editors did. Well, fingering, unless it's part of the etude, the fingering is a matter of opinion. It's a choice. So I don't know that the composer really wanted these fingerings here. My tendency is to do a 3, 1, 3, and then a here, because now I'm in position for the 2, 4 here. So you're coming off of C, so the tendency for me is to do a 1, 2 on both. And do that every time. I want to try and connect the top note as best I can. No, and then on measure 29. Now in this edition, their fingering they're suggesting I find it rather awkward. So on measure 29 is here, measure 30 is fine, measure 31 is fine, but measure 32, I would suggest you put a thumb on the A. This way you can more easily reach the E with second finger or even third finger. You're going to lift up between the phrase, but still I'd like to be able to reach it with the fingers. So it's here. And then and fingering is fine the way it is. Left hand, starting with the second line here. Watch this fingering. I don't like it, but we'll do the best we can. It's here, then pivot on the thumb and come up, and then 3-1, and then come down. I prefer a 5-2 rather than a 5-1. A 5-2 lets me do a 2-1 and then a 5-2. I can feel this better. That's the melody. So that's fingering I prefer. See, in measure 11, they've got that fingering. They're doing that. Why not do it up above? On page or measure 29, a nice light transfer weight. The wrist does whatever the wrist does. Just relax. Watch the notes. They may not be what you think they are. Put the hands together. What could possibly go wrong? Now at the beginning here, they got the little wedges, it's back when this composer, it sort of meant a really short, solid staccato, as opposed to the staccato dot. Staccato dot's just a regular staccato. This is a short. These are not long staccatos. These are short staccatos. Wrist action here because it's soft. That with a fermata, and you crescendoed up to a loud there. So again, soft. Here we are, and the chase is on. And then you put them together. Loud is here. This part doesn't have to be loud. We want to hear the melody. And I'm going to go slow here because you can speed it up later. But here, just take this really, really, really super slow. Don't be in a hurry to play it quick. And this, in poco agitato, is a little agitated. That's a feeling. Feel a little agitated, but otherwise it's sort of the same. You might speed it up a little, I guess, but it's soft. Now, some editions put in a crescendo and some don't. You want to do here, type thing. Otherwise it's soft, and the left hand has to be very soft. Now that's a staccato. So you might lift both hands at the same time. It's up to you. It goes rather quickly, so I see no harm in it. And then we're back to what we did before. Tempo means go back to the tempo you were doing originally. So type thing. Now let's go over to measure 29. Here, this is dolente. Again, some will put a crescendo in here. Some will put. They'll shape these phrases like that. Some editions don't put in those markings and others do. Whatever your edition says is fine with me. Just lift up here so we get a new phrase. I would connect all of these in the left hand. They've got them slurred. No. Connect them all just like with one big slur on all of them. Together. Like so. Then you're back to our original theme. Isn't that fun? Let's go on down to measure 45, down where the, start soft, and you're going to crescendo up to loud. And here, come down. You start loud, and then come back down. So here's your soft again. Crescendo. And here it's 4-1 here. And you start down away. And then very soft. And a rolling tondo, slow down. It's like, whoa, horsey, slow down type thing. You get the feeling of a chase going on. You have to use your imagination. There are lots of recordings of this available, several. But listen to several. Don't just listen to one or two. Oh, that's how it goes. Because it's interesting on how the different people will interpret these differently and play them differently, but they're still using basically the same music. Now, there's a difference of opinion on additions. Some additions put in, like on measure 13, some additions put in a crescendo over the second dotted quarter note. And some don't. Some just give you the decrescendo. I don't know. So it's whatever your addition is telling you to do. Just understand that another person's additions may be different.